at a very young age. When Arisu visits the Genius Training Center, she is marked by one child, the professor's son, Kiyotaka Ayanokoji.
Kiyotaka.
After Yamauchi's expulsion at the additional exam initially designed for Ayanokoji, but was protected by the positive votes of Class 1A, the new director Tokinari Tsushikoro interrupts Sakayanagi and Ayanokoji in their discussion and launches an attack against them, trying to get him drop out. Ayanokoji then proposes to Sakayanagi to have their battle at the final exam, since Tsushikoro was to begin in April. The final exam is organized as follows. It will be an event selection exam, and classes will compete using teamwork. Each class initially chooses 10 events. The chosen events shouldn't be listed twice or hindered by the time of the year or the number of students. On the day of the exam, each class then selects 5 subjects among the 10 proposed, and the school will randomly select 7 in which they will compete. The most important rule concerns the class leader. If his class wins, then he gains extra points. Otherwise, he gets expelled immediately. For each class, the chosen leader was the person with protection points. And as predicted by Ayanokoji, Class 1D preferred to go against Class 1B, leaving Class 1C to go against Class 1A. An extraordinary scene of this fight was seeing Ayanokoji offering a gift to Keikushita. It was a chain with a heart costing 2,000 points. The next morning, Ayanokoji meets Manabu on the road and asks him why on the day they first met, he was going to dive into Suzune. He responded that, as a child, Suzune was more smiling and happy. As she grew up, she turned to behave like him, not only the dressing, but his best color, dishes and others. If she could just be herself, she would surpass him and become someone Ayanokoji couldn't ignore. Ayanokoji then promises him to change her, not passively like before, but deliberately. Hirata, who has been dwelling so much on Yamauchi's expulsion, closely started back a reign of terror as he did during his previous year, to avoid some of his classmates from bullying weaker ones. After shoving off Michan and getting mad at Koenji, he accepts to discuss with Ayanokoji. Ayanokoji then explains to him that Yamauchi's expulsion isn't Horikita's nor his fault, but Hirata's. If he didn't want Yamauchi to get expelled, he would have done everything to avoid that. He then advises him to change and rely on someone every time he needs to. The next day, Hirata presents his excuses to Michan in particular, and to the whole class in general, and promises to do all he can to help the class get through. One of the events proposed by Class 1A was chess, which is a subject most people don't really know. Ayanokoji then decided to teach it to Horikita, in case chess came up as an event in which Class 1A and Class 1C had to compete. On the morning of the exam, while every class leader is busy waiting for Kaneda, the initial Class 1D leader, Ruin then comes surprising everyone and endorses the role of Class D's leader.
And the exam can begin.